You just played IEPERFEST. How was it?
It was fantastic. Great party. Every time we come to Belgium, we always have some fun. So I didn't expect anything different today, and it was wonderful. Every time you get on stage, something's going to be a little different or strange. It's up to you to make the best of it. And after almost 25 years, I know how to make a party.
And you're still having fun on the road after 25 years, because it's been a while. Are you still motivated, like inspired?
Yeah, part of it is with Dog Eat Dog. Like, we're not making records. We don't have a label. We're not trying to make all of our money from the band, so it's not a lot of pressure. You know, we come when we want to come, and we play shows that we enjoy playing. So if things go wrong, it's nobody's fault but ours, and most of the time things really go right. So it's nice to not have the pressure, not have to come home and pay mortgage or bills or feed the babies or something. So Dog Eat Dog's a part-time band, but we're doing it our way. Well, right now our main goal is to make it to 25. We only have like half a year left, and then we're 25 years old. And from there, I always say, hey, this has never been the band to have a lot of plans and schedules and things like that. We're very much, we go by our vibes and what our heart says, and yeah, we do things one day at a time. But we're working on a new song, and we hope to release it for free on YouTube for everybody. So no sales or anything, just come and get it, and maybe after that we turn 25 and see what happens. We have 5 members, and I'm the only one guy, and I have one tattoo only. So we're not the biggest tattoo band in the world, but my tattoo is authentic as fuck. All right, I did it half myself. Indian ink and a safety pin. All right, NVSP, Northern Valley Skate Posse, 076, New Jersey boys, represent. Really, what I want to say about tattoos is I always felt tattoos is such a personal thing. So if you're going to do it, have something that really means something to you. And so far, I didn't find another reason to get a tattoo, but I love body art. I love anything that people do to individualize and make their life and their body their own. That's what's up. So I did my piece. Maybe another one's coming up. I don't know. Dog Eat Dog 25-year tattoo. That sounds like a good idea. We've been talking about it for like 10 years, so it might be the time.
Are you going to do it yourself then also?
Fuck no.
So if you had to tell someone who doesn't know Converge what Converge is, how would you describe the sound, the band?
Shitty. Kurt says shitty. I say we're just a heavy band. If people are familiar with something heavy at this point, whether it be metal or hardcore or punk, they'll kind of understand what we are a little bit. We're an aggressive band, an abrasive band. Some people will call us a hardcore band. Some people will call us a punk band. Some people will call us a metal band. We're just kind of us. We're just gonna do our thing. We definitely have our roots in all of those subgenres for sure. But I think it's its own creature at this point. You know, we toured a lot, and then I had after our last European tour, I had some knee surgery to fix some problems from playing shows for a long time. And now I'm just kind of back on my feet, and we're playing again. We've been writing since then, but we've never had a band. We've never been a band that has a schedule. We're just gonna do what we want when we want to do it. So sometimes we're really motivated to write all the time. Other times, not much at all. Right now, yeah, we have a few songs that we like so far that we've put together, and we're working on some other projects and things. So it's good.
And your record label, Dead Wish, you got a lot of great bands on it. Why did you decide to get that label?
Well, when we started the label, myself and Trey McCarthy, who's our old tour manager, he used to work for a lot of bands like Reach the Sky and BANE and BOYSETSFIRE. He got tired of the road, and I wanted to just start releasing music again. I released the first CONVERGE album with a friend of mine in 1994. Trey released a CONVERGE 7-inch in 1996 on a small label, and we decided that we wanted to build something that was an alternative to the other labels that were out there, do something that was a little more artist-friendly and forward-thinking, because as a band we were, as a band we were sort of being, we were kids, you know, and you know, we were 18 years old, and people were approaching us with these like big contracts to sign. They were like 30 pages long, and we had no idea what we're doing. We just wanted to play music and get our music heard. So we wanted to simplify things, and starting Death Wish allowed us to do so. And you know, luckily, it's been a great magnet for some forward-thinking, quality hardcore bands.
And are there some new bands you got on the label that we should look out for?
I mean, I think the whole roster of affiliated bands is incredibly special. I mean, I look at bands that we work with on an individual exclusive capacity, like Cold World or somebody, as, you know, something really special, or Deaf Heaven, but even bands like Ringworm that we've done a few releases for here and there, who just yelled when they walked by. You know, it's just we're all friends. You know, we want to keep it friendly, and you know, if somebody wants to release one record with us or 10 records, you know, I think that we have some of the greatest bands that are out there. Blacklisted, Modern Life is War, Rise and Fall, although they're no longer a band. Sons of but that's Bjorn used to sing, so I always bust his balls. But yeah, you know, we just think that everybody that we work with is special, and that's why we work with them. You know, treat them all the way they should be treated.
And we're also a tattoo magazine, so music and tattoos. You got a lot of tattoos. Do they all have a meaning?
Sure, but you know, how old were you when you started getting tattooed?
I was 18.
Yeah, I was 15. So yeah, when you're a kid, you get tattooed to get tattooed. You don't really think about things all that much. You know, you do it sometimes for rebellious reasons, sometimes for like really purposeful, you know, intense emotional reasons. But they all tell a story in some way, and they all relate to something, you know, special in your life. So some mean more than others. Others were just, you know, for fun, hanging out with, you know, with some friends that were in a tattoo shop.
So you just played a show here at IEPERFEST. How was it?
It was amazing. It was more than we could have asked for, you know? It was really good.
And you just released a new album. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, new album is How to God's Chill. It's on Death Wish Records. Personally, it's probably our best album to date, best stuff we've written. There's a lot of influences that came into it, just a lot of crazy stuff that goes on the record, so check it out.
And did you already get some feedback from fans?
Yeah, I mean, all the feedback's been pretty positive. We haven't really heard, I mean, there's always negative stuff involved in it, but, you know, pretty positive feedback from the whole record itself, so really happy about that.
And what's like the general message you want to give out to your fans?
General message, I don't know, just, I don't think it really is a message. We just kind of do what we do, and, you know, you take what you can from our music, just as like what we take from it, so I guess just take what you can from it, and hopefully it's a positive thing, I guess.
Do you hear me anymore? I don't wanna be here anymore. Did you think about a place of solitude like I do? So far away from all the hands that never reach you. Just like me, did you finally find who your friends were over time? In the valley of the blind, as I won't keep you alive. Love is my decision, now very well. Overwhelmed, I chose to bail. Looking back, did you ever hear me? Looking back, will we ever find a better place?
I was just wondering, what was your first one?
My first tattoo was, where's it at? This one on my back. My daughter's name. That was my first tattoo. And then from there, I love getting tattoos, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, so you have a huge one on your back. Can you tell me something about that one?
It says Gorilla Straight Edge. It's just a group of friends out of Richmond, Virginia. Straight Edge, well, obviously a Straight Edge crew or whatever, but it just represents how much I love my friends, I guess. Yeah.
So I guess you like IEPERFEST.
Yeah, I've been enjoying myself at IEPERFEST. Seen a lot of friends, just hanging out. It's been good.
Hardcore Help is a humanitarian organization. We collecting merchandise, second-hand clothing, and the profit of these sales we put in social work. This is how Hardcore Help started. We're helping homeless people in Germany and refugees, and we have projects in the Philippines and in Kenya. That's a little bit a small concept what the organization is.
Beyond the family, born of vengeance, spilled not much as blood, words of setting sun, I'm the parent in the shadow.
Welke bands ben jij op IEPERFEST?
Voor Turnstile en Broken Teeth en Expire. Dat zijn wel de 3 favorieten dit weekend.
En is IEPERFEST zo'n festival dat je elk jaar opnieuw doet?
Ja, doen we elk jaar, vaste prik. Ja.
En waarom precies IEPERFEST?
Wat zei je?
Waarom precies IEPERFEST?
Ja, omdat de line-up altijd supergoed is. En de sfeer is altijd heel leuk. Iedereen is positief en blij. Het eten is goed. Ja, het is echt vaste prik.
Allemaal vegan. Ben je vegan?
Nee, maar ik hou wel van het eten. Dus ik vind het prima dat het hier het hele weekend alleen maar vegan is. En dat er ook om het milieu gedacht wordt. Vind ik een goede zaak.
Well, this is my second year here. I came last year, I loved it. It's just great. It's just a really good atmosphere. It's really relaxed, no security. Everyone can like stage dive, and it's just a really, really good mix of bands as well. Because you've got, lots of new hardcore bands, a good mix of old school punk and grindcore and metal. It's all really, really mixed up, so it doesn't get boring. It's like every band is different. It's really good.
So because of the bad weather, the show got moved from the main stage to the marquee. Were you happy about it?
We were. We always like to play a smaller stage if we can, and that big stage was pretty intimidating looking, and it was the only stage that wasn't under a tent, so kids would have been soaked, the stage would have been wet. That was very good luck for us that we got to play the tent stage.
And how was the show?
It was great. It was really, really fun. We played to a lot of kids, and they seemed to like the new songs and the old songs, and I think we had good energy. It was our last show of the tour for the summer, so yeah, I was very happy with it.
How was the tour?
It's great. We got to play a ton of festivals, way more fests than we've ever played before. We played a big one in France. We played a big one in Spain. Today was huge. Fluff Fest in the Czech Republic was sick. And then we got to play enough club shows where we still got to feel like a hardcore band and play small rooms. And yeah, it was really, really fun. It was a little too fast. It wasn't even 3 weeks, and I usually like to be out more around a month, but it's the way it had to go this time.
And now the tour is over. What's up for BANE now?
We will go home and take the rest of August off, and in September we have some shows in America, do some weekends, do some other festivals, and then in November we will go to South America for the last time, and that will be BANE's first official farewell tour, that it's being announced as this is our last time here. So that's going to be emotional. We've been to South America twice before, and it's always been great, and we have a lot of friends there. Kids there are very emotional. They really wear their hearts on their sleeves in South America, so I think it's going to be pretty intense 2 weeks down there.
But why is it the last time?
I mean, we put out our final record, and we're going to break up sometime at the end of next year. We decided we wanted to go for 2 more years and be able to sort of map out our own exit strategy. Like, we're going to write our final chapter, and a lot of bands don't get to do that. A lot of bands aren't as lucky as we are, that we all still get along, still love this, still are having fun, but we know that the time is coming. People are having kids now. We're starting to get older. Our bodies are starting to break down a little bit, so we wanted to do it our way.
So listen, I want to say one thing before we go. There's a lot of bands here who played with us today. A whole bunch of bands we don't sound alike. We all come from punk and hardcore, remember that. You guys remember that, right? Remember that. And the one thing you guys are not lacking in Europe is passion. You guys have more passion than so many fucking people in so many different places. We get so many diverse festivals like this with so many bands. We don't get that in America. You guys are very fucking lucky. Make some noise for IEPERFEST one more time. We are H2O. This is Emily.
I don't know what it is, but people really like to not move that much. I mean, at least when we play. But it's never a bad thing because people, they sing along, they nod their heads, they're like, and they're there. It's not like they're leaving. So we just have a good time and just realize that sometimes when we come to Belgium, people just aren't going to go crazy. You know what I mean? And that's fine.
Maybe when they see this, they will do it next time.
Maybe they'll be like, oh, that's what we're supposed to do at a show. Okay. No, you don't have to. You can just come and listen. That's fine.
But you guys always seem to have a great time on stage. Is that because you had a little break, or is it always like that?
No, it's just always like that. I mean, at our age, I mean, just still being here and doing it is reason enough to party, you know? So we get up there, we have a great time with each other. Whether the audience is there or not, it really doesn't much matter. It's just sort of like, but when they are, it's awesome because you can sort of just, it's like a big party. Who knows? You know, it's just fun.
So you're almost having your 20th century show, anniversary shows.
Whoa!
Century, that was, you're old!
Years. It's not that.
Your beard would have been longer
Right,
then.
long, like Father Time. 20th anniversary shows, yes we are.
Can you tell us something about it? It's special, right? You're going to do something special?
Well, what we're doing is we have, I'm exhausted thinking about what we're about to do in October, but we'll go to a city like, let's say Cologne, and we'll stay for 3 days. One night we will play the full After the Eulogy album, then we'll play the full Tomorrow Come Today album the next day, and on the third day we'll play Plague Years album. If people buy all 3 of the tickets, they get an extra show, which is acoustic. And just even saying that exhausts me right now. There are songs off of all 3 of those albums that you have never heard us play live, and you will never hear us play live again. So you should come out to it.
Together and all alone. Consumed with fear that one day we'll discover how empty we've become. Sticking into shame, we crave what they provide us, so we'll never feel shot, and we throw the hope away, 'cause it empty